Edgar Percival Prospector is a light multi-purpose tail dragger from the United Kingdom. At first glance, it looks seriously pregnant, like it's ready to give birth to baby prospectors. But once you understand its mission, or rather, multiple missions, you can start to appreciate the method to the madness, or ugliness if you prefer. Australian-born designer Edgar Percival spent quite a bit of time roaming the vast backwoods of his home country continent, and felt there was a need for a new generation of aircraft that could do it all: crop dusting, ambulance flights, air taxi, cargo. So Percival set up shop back in England and rolled up his sleeves. The Prospector first flew in 1955 and, according to Percival, was nearly flawless. It was powered with a geared 270 horsepower Lycoming Geo 480, which is actually the same engine you'll find in the Helio Courier, an aircraft I covered in another video. Check it out after you're done with this video. The Prospector could carry 4 passengers in a large pod-like fuselage. The cabin was actually spacious enough for the passengers to stand up. The pilot sat above the passenger pod in an elevated cockpit to help improve visibility. Which reminds me of another unique design from the land down under. Oh yeah, check out that video too. Anyways, with the Prospector now airworthy and production kicked off, Percival flew a handful of Prospectors to Australia for a sales blitz. It goes without saying that the long trip to Australia itself was quite the adventure. And if that wasn't enough to prove the rugged design, Percival refitted a Prospector with luxurious seats and went on a sales tour that lasted 2 months, flying a total of 18,000 miles. Unfortunately, the Prospector saw heavy competition and clapped out de Havilland Tiger Moths, which dominated the Australian skies and were easily adapted for the low-cost crop dusting. Further complicating matters, the big geared Lycoming was prone to overheating in the Australian outback. A company sold an upgraded Prospector with a 375 horsepower Cheetah radial engine, which eliminated its heat issues and increased power by 50%. Percival sold the company, and the last 5 were rebranded as the Lancashire Aircraft EP9, with a bump in power to 295 horsepower. But by this point, the Prospectors were considered obsolete and production ended. Not sure how many are still airworthy, presumably only 1 at this point, and I'll bet you the owner's quite proud of her.